Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Half 18, half 18.
Again, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Big A'Shawn Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua sets up to pass it. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Dolphins had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Caught by Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here in the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Tua. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Finding room at midfield. Still on his feet. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. In motion right, that's Wilson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Ced Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check
Final
in with
preparations
Jonathan
being made for the
Coachman
second
at
half,
REA
both
Sports
in terms
Halftime
of game
Report.
plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid. There he goes left side. Finding room at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. He beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
There were moments where Thibodeau really flashed and looked like an absolute monster as a rookie. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting. And if he gets more consistent in year 2, look out. His numbers will be big time.
On 2nd down, Tua. And this is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Running left, it's A-Chain. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Robinson. Here's Robinson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Tua to try again on second down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. H.A. now up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Hill left the powerful Kansas City offense last season and really informed the Miami one. A 4th All-Pro nod for the burner and only the 11th 1,700-yard season in league history. Adds a catch and first down to his follow-up campaign there.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Barkley, toss play left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Rita. Go, North Copper. Go, North Copper.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 98 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's caught inside the 25. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Here we go, hey.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down, they're going for it. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 137 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he
will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Half 18, half 18. Up we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 166 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now Tua. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Goldfish, goldfish. Hustler, hustler, hustler.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under